Hey sis, welcome to Bring It to Your Sister.
We're Lexi and Chastity, just two certified yappers that God knew would be unstoppable as sisters.
So he made us best friends instead.
Join us in this space to laugh, cry, vent, praise, and feel seen while we figure out motherhood, marriage, and womanhood by chasing grace and grit through homemaking, homesteading, faith, and everything in between.
Now pull up a seat and grab your favorite treat me drink because there's always room for one more sister. Welcome, friends. We're so happy that you're back for another episode of Bring It to Your Sister.
We're both sick. It is officially fall. Yay!
Yay, back to school season.
I love the TikToks of people putting out their Tylenol and cough drops, sanitizer, and
medicine.
yeah, putting out my fall decor.
You know what? I just need to put my olive oregano out.
I need to make some.
It wasn't hard. I'm just not so sure I did it right. It seemed too easy.
That's what I was going to say. I would be like, that's all you have to do?
Mm-hmm.
That's it?
But I also have been sick, and I took it twice. Right when I could feel I was getting a stuffy nose. Well, here's the thing. I didn't end up getting a stuffy nose, but now I do have bronchitis, so.
Okay, I'm worried about your lungs.
I know.
I'm
kind of low-key worried about them, too.
I'm
Because I've never smoked. I mean, I have, like, recreationally.
like
But
occasionally.
not, like, right, but not, I haven't smoked at all, period, in probably 10 years.
Yeah.
Right? At bare minimum. Before that, it was a couple of times a year.
Okay, well, I need you to go get that checked out. Go get an X-ray or something. I'm worried.
Joshua said the same thing. Listen, I
What
don't
if
have time
what if
for
you're
that.
yes you do, because you have to be around for a long time, and what if you have lung cancer or something?
I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
We probably have 10 listeners.
No emails. I was not about to let that slide, first of all.
We did get a message saying that we do a good job and that our content is super relatable, so love that. Love
I've
that.
had a couple of those too.
That made my day. Grandparents' Day is Sunday. Oh, I could see your face
I was
like
trying so
dying.
hard to stop.
But anyways, Parents' Day is Sunday and it's a full moon, so I am I can't watch her die on her couch and be serious. Oh, oh my god.
Good God. This is ridiculous. I can't even have a good time without dying.
Where's your inhaler?
I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea. Imagine, where's your inhaler?
Where's your inhaler? You need to
Never
find
never had to keep up with one, so I don't know.
Well, anywho, I'm gonna start a petition, and I think all the grandparents should have their grandkids for Grandparents' Day. Saturday night, they should get them and have them on Sunday since it's a full moon.
I
Heck
second
yeah.
that.
My mom's coming in town. She's already said she wanted Jensen at some point. So that means we need to do a craft or something.
Yeah.
Ooh, she'd probably like one of them plates.
Those plates that you do are so beautiful.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I'm going to put them at the porch stand. And I think I have decided.
Some Christmas ones?
Oh,
Fall
yes.
ones? Christmas ones?
Oh, that's such a good idea. I hadn't thought about one seasonal ones.
Yeah,
but
Valentine's Day.
I am going to open it up tomorrow for pickup while we're gone. And I've got some cinnamon yeast rolls and some pumpkin spice yeast rolls going. I think I'll have some regular ones, and I should have some pumpkin spice bagels. So I'm going to put those out tomorrow. I'm going to go make them after we get done with this.
Yes, girl. You and your late night bacon.
Oh my gosh. That brings me to our drink check. I'm having a caramel macchiato, but I went with 3 shots of espresso this time.
Whoa.
And it tastes like I'm going to be up late. I said, ooh, that tastes delicious. But I'm going to be productive. Yeah. I needed to be, though. I need to get the rest. I'm going to decorate the porch stand a little fallish and announce that there will be some fall, like, goodies. And I'm excited. They might not.
Making me want to do that.
I didn't sell
add anything else to my plate.
Yeah, same. I need to stop. But I just have so much fun.
Yeah.
But I don't sleep much.
I mean, I think we've already established that.
Yeah, for sure. I was in bed at like, mm, well, I went to bed at 11:30 last night. I've been going to bed a little bit earlier.
Okay, okay.
I was tired though. I'd
Oh
been up since
gosh.
5:30.
Mhm.
Annie got up at 5:30, and then it took her like 20 minutes to eat her bottle. And I was like, well, it's almost 6. I might as well just get up.
Yep.
So I went outside and I read the whole book of Ephesians.
Okay, I see you.
10 out of 10, recommend. And it was so beautiful yesterday. I
Yeah.
forced the whole family to stay outside pretty much
Mhm.
all day long, Annie
It was too
included.
beautiful not to.
Oh my gosh, it was
Mhm.
amazing. The wind felt like crisp fall.
Mhm. Mhm. It's
But
faking us out
it
though.
really is already hot today.
Yep. So
But
rude. Well, my drink check, I made a pot of coffee yesterday morning. After it cooled off, there was still some left, and I poured some into this glass. What is this? Oh my gosh, it doesn't say it. I'm not going to be able to say it. Maybe it's a pint?
yeah, it looks like the
Yeah.
old milk
Yeah,
jars.
it's like a little milk jar. And I didn't feel like messing up another dish because it only had this much coffee in it. So I just poured my creamer straight in.
Yep, that's
The
what I would have done
Chobani
too.
s'mores creamer. I was
Is it
so
so
sad
good?
when I went to Target and they didn't have any more.
I have been just using a splash of the sugar-free caramel syrup. I think it starts with a T. I don't know. It's the one that the coffee places use, the syrups.
Torani?
Yeah, that one. And
Mm-hmm.
some half and half. The half
Yeah.
and half has a little more calories, but it's got a little bit more
Mm.
protein.
Well,
So,
who
and you don't have to
cares?
use as much.
Yeah.
And it's thicker. That's what sells
Mm-hmm.
me.
Yeah.
It's thicker. Ugh, I love a thick
Mm-hmm.
coffee. Don't give me
Yep.
no watered down
Watered down.
coffee. Oh, you want to make me mad? Give me a watered down coffee.
Hey, you know what? I keep seeing it and then I keep forgetting about it. But somebody, I guess, brewed coffee and they poured it into ice cubes. And that's what you use in your iced coffee instead of regular ice cubes.
I have seen that. I have seen that. I
I
may have to
need to
try
do
that.
that. I keep forgetting.
That's not a bad idea. Right. I do want to say I had full intention of coming on here tonight with some chamomile tea and putting some of my
Mm-hmm.
mint leaves in it and some
Okay,
honey.
fancy.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I'm gonna trip them up tonight. I'm gonna get them. And then I've been
Yeah.
sleepy and I know that I
Oh, and
gotta
that
be
chamomile tea
productive
would have
tonight.
hit
Yep.
hard.
I said, no, I better not. I better not do that.
Yeah.
I wanted y'all to get the
Mm.
full energetic version versus I cannot talk anymore. I got to go to sleep.
Oh, being sleepy. I was so tired today at work, and I do know why. It's because I was up 8,000 times last night because I couldn't,
You were up
no
late.
matter, it was,
I couldn't believe your
but,
text me. I was like, dang, why's she up?
and, but I was up at 11:40, 12:30, 1:15, 1:40, I think another time at 2 something, 3, and then I finally slept through until my alarm went off at 5. I was
Yeah,
up so much because no matter how I laid, I could not. Okay, don't kill me for this. I could not breathe. I could feel it gurgling in my chest and
I'm
like I
shaking
could
my
hear
head.
myself.
Have you been to the
I'm so
doctor?
sorry. I went to the doctor twice last week, but not for this.
Yeah.
So I'm on an antibiotic and I'm just hoping that finishing this antibiotic will knock
How many more
this
days
out.
do you have?
So I want to say, oh, I'd have to go count them. I want to say 3 more days, 2 or
No,
3.
you need to go back to the doctor. You sound too bad to be almost done. Hate to tell you.
I don't like going to the doctor, and I went twice last week.
I think I got to sneeze.
Do it.
This is a sick episode.
No kidding.
My voice is already deep and raspy. I
Mhm.
don't feel like I have a very soft voice. And now
Mhm.
that I'm sick, I feel like Phoebe on the one episode of
Oh
Friends.
my gosh, I think about it all the time when I'm sick.
Yeah, like that's what I
My
sound like.
blah blah shoes.
I keep having to remember to like breathe away from the mic. Okay,
I don't know what's worse, having a stuffy nose or this coughing every time you want to
I want to laugh.
giggle.
I'd be peeing myself left and right.
Well, I don't have to think about that part.
Okay. So what are we talking about today?
Well,
Just
I we thought that we might talk about marriage before kids.
oof.
Fun topic, although
Oh,
I can't imagine it.
I was about to say,
It's so
I
weird.
don't remember. It feels like another lifetime ago.
Yeah. Okay, so how long were you married before y'all had kids?
I want to say 4 years, but let me do the math real quick. We got married in 18, and we had Jensen in 21, March of 21. So 3 years? I think we had been together something like 7. So that would make sense. Yeah, okay. It was 3 years. That's right. Because we got married at 4 years, and then 3 years we had her. So we'd been together 7 total. That sounds
Mm-hmm.
correct. So
Yeah.
3 years.
Yeah, so y'all had a pretty good run
Yeah.
before having kids.
Yeah, but I have to say, I feel like for us, let's see, the first 4 years, like let's say before we got married, us dating, we were kids. So
Of course.
that was ages 14, 15 to 18, 19. And then
Mm-hmm.
I had Jensen when I was 20.
Mm-hmm.
So it was very much a lot of trial and error, and I mean we were
Mm,
children, just childish stuff now that I'm like, wow, that was kind of stupid. I feel like children bettered our marriage for sure. Not that we had a
just
bad
like,
one, but just
yeah.
connection, communication,
Mm,
a grown up
I was gonna say,
marriage.
yeah. I was gonna say it made you communicate a little bit better.
Yeah, we ended up having to learn how to communicate after Jensen
Mm-hmm.
just because
Mm-hmm.
of the postpartum, and we definitely went into the roommate phase after having her for a little bit. So you have to come back out of that. You can't just
Yeah.
say, or you should want to come back out of it. So yeah, we were forced to
Right.
grow a lot early on in our parenting. So I'm not sure where this conversation is going to lead, to be honest. Because I'm like, well,
Yeah.
we were babies, and we weren't living as a married couple. It was more like we were still dating in our 20s. It was our party era.
Okay.
So how long were y'all married before having kids?
We were married. James was born just a few days before our 7th wedding anniversary. We had been together for almost 9 years.
Oh, okay, so not that far off from us.
Mm, no,
Yeah, we're closer to the 10-year mark. We're just now at 11 years.
we just passed 15 years together,
That's wild.
which is crazy. Yeah.
Well, I want to do a vow renewal. I think whenever we've been together for 15 years.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah. Or at least have our pictures done,
I
redone.
keep saying that I want to do those.
I do so bad. I want to dress up like a bride again.
Yeah. I keep saying I want to hire a photographer and a videographer, and I just want to just go hike somewhere.
Is it
Not super hard.
redwoods?
Oh, yeah.
Redwoods would be pretty. Am I
Mm.
saying
I can
yes?
visualize what you're saying.
The colors. Oh, the colors would
Mhm.
be so beautiful. And Glacier Lake in Montana with all the rocks. Yes, my goodness.
Yes, 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 yes.
But that's a hike. We are gonna go there one day.
Mhm.
I'm saying it.
Yeah, if we would stop going to Disney so much.
We didn't tell them what we've been thankful for this week. So I guess we should let's run it back real quick before we
Okay.
get too into it.
So I'm grateful for the weather this weekend. I feel like it was super nice and it made me want to be outside a little bit more, which I struggle with during the summer because it is so hot and you just be sweating in every place that you could possibly sweat. And I just love a cool breeze, coffee in my hand. Oh, yesterday morning, I made my coffee. We went outside, and that was the first time we've done that. Probably since the beginning of summer because it didn't happen a whole lot during the summer. And I'm thankful that I got to hang out with my sister-in-law twice this weekend.
I actually wanted a warm drink the other morning. I was sitting on the porch, I got my blanket, and I was just
Oh,
wrapped up. I was like, you know what would be nice? I think a warm coffee would be good,
yes.
but I just can't force myself to drink one just yet. It's got to be a little colder.
Yeah.
I don't like hot coffee.
Yeah. I love both. I just love coffee.
I too am thankful for the weather because I
Mhm.
love being outside, as we know. And
Mhm.
I actually was. My body is sore today from the gardening and stuff that we did over the weekend. I love that. I love that feeling of like your muscles are sore
Mhm.
from working out. You know they're gonna feel better later. I'm thankful for that. And I did drink a good bit of water today, and that is a praise
Good.
for me because I've just not been doing good with my water for the last month and a half now. But today
Yeah.
I've had two Stanleys. They're the smaller ones, so they're
Nice.
like 40 ounces. But I've got a third one filled up, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to
Yeah.
finish that before bed. That'll be my praise. I too want to praise Jesus most of all. but
obviously.
praise report on that weather because thank you, Lord. And
Yes.
I did do better with my water. I don't feel so dried up anymore.
I've been doing
Oh,
pretty good with my water too.
okay, look at you.
Yep. Yep.
Um, Something that I've been struggling with is here it is. Okay, if any other women are about to start their monthly, if it is coming, mine too. You don't really hate your husband.
Mhm.
Your husband's not mad at you, okay? Your world's not ending. If you're crying a little bit more, nothing's wrong, okay? You're just a little hormonal. That's all I'm gonna say. I've been struggling a little bit because I've been hormonal, but I've been paying more attention to my moods and where I'm at the different times of the month. And thankfully, I was able to intervene before I went to a full spiral. I don't know why the couple days before I start mine, I get sad and emotional, and I'm just like,
Mhm.
wow, everybody's mad at me, and I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm not doing enough. I'm failing here and I'm failing there. And a couple days later, I have my answer.
She is.
It's like, okay, I'm just hormonal. So
Yep.
there's my struggle, and just a reminder in case you're also feeling a little sad and overwhelmed, or like you're losing your mind a little bit. You're probably not going crazy. You're probably just a little hormonal. So
I
sorry.
didn't say my struggle. Oopsie. I'll tell you. I'll be perfectly transparent and honest. I have been struggling to get my bearings at work. I told my aide, I think Friday. I said I remember struggling. Actually, no, we were talking about it today. I do remember struggling a little bit my first year, but it was my first year and it was also our first day of school. So my first day at my brand new job, plus James's first day of school, we found out Joshua had cancer that day after school. So that was a crazy whirlwind of a time. I felt like it took me a while to get my bearings then and find a rhythm. Then last year I feel like we just jumped right into a rhythm. Now this year I'm struggling and it's not the kids, it's me. I just can't find my rhythm and I'm struggling with that because I'm of course beating myself up about it because I'm like they're not doing enough, but it's only the second. Third.
I can guarantee you're doing a good job. You just need to give yourself a little bit of grace because this is
Yeah,
the biggest class you've ever had and it's
true.
a higher grade.
True.
So just,
Yeah, and we have like two new curriculums, which one of them I wanted, so I should have researched it. I knew about it and I knew I wanted to get it, and I had mentioned it to my boss, so I should have done even more research over the summer, but I didn't know that we were getting it until I found out I was going to kindergarten. And yeah, my aide did say that today. She said, well, if you think about it, last year over the summer, you had the whole summer knowing you were going into 4K. But this year, the whole summer, you thought you were going to 3K and a little bit before you found out you were going to kindergarten, which is fine. I'm flexible, but now I'm having like a hard time finding my bearings. And I'm like,
you
what's
will.
going on?
You will adapt. You'll get there,
Yeah.
and I'm sure you're doing a better job than you feel like you're doing. Just
I'm
because I know how you
probably
are.
hard on myself. So y'all were married 4 years, together 7. You mentioned that your marriage changed in the way that you communicated. It got better. You said that's a way that your marriage changed for the better. Is there any negative that it brought out in your marriage at all? It showed probably the lack of communication
Yeah, that's what
that
it
y'all
was.
had.
Yeah. It forced
Mm.
us to grow, but that growth came from us having issues.
It pointed out your negativities, but instead of y'all taking it to an even further negative, you decided to grow and turned it into a positive.
Yes, for sure. And I feel like it showed us where we were lacking because
Mhm.
we didn't even realize we had any issues per
Yeah.
se before having kids. You know, you have to grow up and you have to communicate better. And our biggest thing, I think we talked about a little bit in the postpartum episode, was that we pretty much were just giving everything into being parents, and then there was nothing left
Mhm.
for us. We were just pouring everything into being parents, and nothing was left for us. So we the roommate phase, and we had to work our way out of it. And most of that was just learning how to communicate and prioritizing us again, and making sure that we keep a little in the tank for each other, not just the kids, because
That's such a hard thing to
and
do.
they take a lot, and they don't give very much back. And that sounds harsh, but it's the truth. I mean, they depend on you for everything, and that's constantly taking. And not that that's a bad thing. Like that's what we're here for, obviously. But it definitely can leave you feeling a little drained, or
Mhm.
your cup a little empty at times. So then to
Right.
also have to go and not even in the intimate aspect of your marriage, but as in just having conversations, just sitting down and really spending quality time with each other. You're so tired
Mhm.
that we just weren't doing that. We were sitting and rotting on TikTok because we didn't have any
Yeah.
brain juice left to put into
Yeah.
each other. So I think it really forced us to grow and communicate much better. I still have a hard time communicating because I feel like everybody's gonna be mad at me for some reason.
Same. Same, same, same.
I'm like, I've been with this man for 11 years, and I don't think he's been mad at me very many times, but
Yeah.
I don't want to bring up nothing. I do, but I don't want to because I'm scared somebody's gonna be mad at me. I don't know how you get rid of that. I'm just kind of pushing through it now because we have to communicate. So it's just you
Mhm.
push through that. I think just making sure that you acknowledge it and be like, hey, yeah, I feel this way, but we still have to communicate. Because I don't know about y'all, but I sure do like my husband.
Mm.
I know some people
Well,
don't, but I
yeah.
do. I really like him.
I like to keep them around
Yes, yes, I would. Let's be buried in the same casket, is what I tell him.
in the same casket.
Yeah, they better make it a double wide because I'm going with you. Oh gosh, that coffee's good. I'm about to finish it, but I want to ask you something. I guess same thing for you. I feel like that was a nice little touch on what having kids done for our marriage. So I'd like to
Mhm.
hear your side of that. Then I would like to go into what our relationships and our marriages looked like before even having kids. Where were we at with date nights and all the all the nitty gritties of the before.
Okay. Yeah. I can't really pinpoint anything that changed after we adopted James because we had been together for so long before James. Um, I just don't feel like anything changed a whole lot, and he might have a different answer. I always thought he was the most patient person I've ever met in my whole life. But parenting has taught both of us that he's not. He's not quite as patient as we expected. Like we've always known that I wasn't. I'm patient enough, you know.
You're pretty patient, I think.
Yeah, everybody else is always like, "You're not patient." Until all of my parents at school, they're like, "You're so patient. I could never do that." And I'm like, "I don't know. It's different when it's somebody else's kid. You just tend to lose your patience a little bit
You do.
easier with
I,
your own."
I think for me, it's I hold my kids to a higher standard than I do other people's
Same.
because they're not like
Yeah.
those kids aren't my kids. You know how we are with each other's kids. I don't let James just
Mhm.
do whatever, but I don't have the same standards that you do for him
Mhm.
and vice versa kind of thing. So I think that's kind of where that comes from.
Yeah. Yeah, but as far as our marriage, I don't really have anything to say about that because we just flow pretty well. Definitely because we had waited so long to be able to be parents. I think that was just like another honeymoon phase almost.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? I think that honeymoon phase was better than our actual honeymoon phase because I mean, we had just worked so hard to become parents and
Right.
when it finally happened, we were like, this is the best thing ever. Of course, there's always going to be bumps along the way, but for the most part, I have learned to communicate better since becoming a parent. I've learned the art of apologizing because I've always hated to apologize, but since becoming a parent and having to apologize to my son, because I do lose my cool and I don't like that, but I want him to know that we all lose our cool. It's normal, but we're going to apologize and repair. So, in that aspect, learning that with James has helped me learn that with Joshua. It's actually still harder to apologize to Joshua for some reason. I
I
guess because
wonder.
I'm not trying to mold him into a good person, you know, like I'm trying to mold James into a good person. So
I
I'm
feel that
gonna,
same way though. I have a
yeah,
hard time apologizing
yeah.
because usually this might just sound like I'm a problem, and maybe I am, but
Usually I'm not wrong.
yeah, yeah, we don't argue really ever.
Right.
And if I'm mad, I feel like I've got a very valid reason.
Mhm.
I'm pretty I'm pretty in my ground, so I don't I just don't like to apologize. So what is the saying? If one of you are winning, you're both losing. That's what it
Yes,
is.
you're both losing. Yeah,
Yes, so I would have to agree. I need to work on that a little bit.
I do too.
I do think it's easier to apologize to your kids though because you know your kids are going to forgive you. No, you
Yeah,
know you know that your
true.
kids they have that unconditional love.
Mhm.
Like you have an
Mhm.
unconditional love for your kids and your kids have a unconditional love for you and you know when you
Yeah.
say you're sorry that that's it. It's good. But
Fine.
with your spouse it's like, is it gonna I don't know.
Yeah.
In my experience, yeah, like that's always been enough. But I think that does have a play in it. I feel like with marriage, you do have the unconditional love, but there's some boundary. There is some conditions.
There's
It's
some
not the same.
conditions. Yeah.
I feel, like
It's
how do
not the
you?
same as loving your child, no.
You almost can't say it's unconditional.
Mm-mm. But
But I'm
that's
like,
yes, that's so hard. It totes a
that's so
line,
yeah, like that's so
you know,
hard
like it to
because
if yeah.
I love him that much. Like I
Yes.
can't. I mean, I can't even fathom how much I love him. But
Right.
but
Just
yeah, like
literally love him so much sometimes that I'm just like, let me get in your skin, like, unzip it.
I
Unzip the costume."
I've told Coda if he had a kangaroo pouch, I would like to be carried around in it.
Yeah,
Just put me in your pocket all day.
for sure. And that's not all the time.
Not this
That's like,
week. Not
mhm,
this week. This week I said,
mm,
I love you. Go away.
get away from me.
Get away from me. But I'm terrible because I'm also like, I just want to be loved on.
Yeah,
Why does
yeah.
nobody hug me?
Girl, come on now.
Me that never
Mm,
accepts a hug.
literally.
She probably
Don't get
just
me
needed a
started
hug,
on that.
but she would never accept one.
Just accept one. You never know what a good hug's gonna do for you.
Probably.
Here's my
I
thing.
don't know.
Hang on, we're getting off topic for a minute. But here's my thing with people that don't like hugs. What are you afraid of? Are
I'm
are
afraid
you
it's gonna make
afraid
me
of
cry.
emotion?
Yes, yes.
That's what I want to know.
Yeah,
And matter of
yeah.
fact, when I get off here, I'm gonna go ask Carly the same thing.
Yeah,
Cause like,
1000%. I think if
what
somebody hugged me, I'd
what are
probably
you
just,
afraid of? And Brandy.
that it would make
What are
me,
y'all so afraid of?
it makes me so uncomfortable that I'd probably, like, it doesn't make me, the hug doesn't make me uncomfortable, but the idea of feeling that much affection just makes me want to cry and it makes me uncomfortable to have to deal with that. So, a nice side hug, no
Oh
problem.
no.
But like a
Oh
full blown, if somebody was to hug me for what is it, a full minute that's recommended?
yeah.
Oh my
Let me do it.
gosh.
Yeah,
Oh
let me do
my,
it.
oh my, oh my, oh my, no. No, I'm picturing it. I can't.
She's so
Oh,
sorry.
oh, oh.
I love a good hug.
I bet it is really nice, but I don't know. A whole minute? Oh yeah, I'd probably just cry.
Sometimes that's what okay, that might be what you need then.
I'll keep looking.
Mm. I do that when
I'll
my
keep searching.
godmother yeah, when my godmother hugs me, oh my gosh. She gives the best hugs I've ever had in my life.
My mom's not a hugger. Like we do side hugs, but it's rare.
My
We
mom's
just,
not really
yeah.
a
Have,
physically affectionate person either, but she does hug me every time
yeah.
we leave.
Yeah, we've
But she
talked about
will
it. We're just not, I don't know, we're just not super affectionate. But I try to be with the kids. I feel like I could do a better job at loving on
mhm,
the kids, especially as Jensen has gotten a little bit older. I've
mhm,
noticed that I'm not as lovey-dovey on her as what I used to be. And not on
mhm,
purpose, but I don't
mhm.
know. I
It
guess
just
it's
kinda
just,
naturally goes that way, I think.
yeah, but I feel
I
bad.
don't know though. James probably gets sick of me
And,
because when
well,
he just walks by me and I'll just kiss the top of his head, and he's at like the perfect height now.
I've
I
been,
don't even have to bend down that much.
oh, ugh, I hate that. I've tried to be more intentional about it lately. If we do come in contact, like just taking a moment to give her a little head nuzzle or
Mhm.
just something, as I go by
Yeah.
her. But she's also not lovey-dovey. Augie is a little more lovey-dovey than she
Mhm.
is. But yeah, we're off topic, and I don't know how we got here.
I know. Oops.
My bad.
Oopsies. So going back, okay, we actually got way off topic because
Yeah,
here
sorry.
we go again. As moms, we got talking about parenting
Yep.
and our kids more than our poor husbands. And we're supposed to
Oh,
be talking about our
we did
lovely
it
time with them
again.
before. Oopsies.
Whoop.
So what was it like for y'all before y'all had kids?
Okay. Well, like I said, that was our party era. So I was definitely not being the kind of wife that I am now. I feel like when I talk about this time, people probably think that we had a trash marriage, and we really didn't. We were just not on the same page. We were
Mhm.
best friends. Or, no, I'll take that back. I take that back. I truly do. And this is just being honest. But no, we didn't like or he didn't like me. He's told me. He's told me that back in those days, and he was valid. I wasn't doing too hot. I was not. I was kind of was straying away. I was a trash individual at the time. Um,
I wouldn't say
She would
trash
no,
individual.
I wouldn't say trash, but
You were
she was
struggling.
lost. That was a very
Yeah.
lost, damaged version, and
Mhm.
yeah, we've grown a lot since then, but we weren't living in the best situation. We got a rental house. It was basically a frat house. We had
Mhm.
people any given day, any given time. There was like 10 people there, and we're all in our 20s. We're drinking too much.
Yeah.
Just not living a married lifestyle. There was never anybody being unfaithful or nothing like that.
Mhm.
I don't think you can I don't think you can party constantly and be a husband and a wife.
No.
We didn't sit down and eat dinners together, or I don't know.
Mhm.
It was just different. It was just a different time. We were young, but we still had a lot of fun. We still had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Those were some really good years, and
Mhm.
I'm very thankful for them. I think they gave us a good foundation, but I think we knew it was time to settle down. Honest to God, we had separate bedrooms. We'd never slept together. We just lived in the same house. But first year of marriage, we lived in the party house. Second year, we bought our house, and within that second year, I believe I got pregnant. Or we started
Mhm.
trying for Jensen. So it was really fun because it was our first pregnancy and it was just us.
Mhm.
I think we went to Longhorns like every week. Um, it was really fun. The adjustment was kind of hard for me before we got pregnant because I don't we've discussed I don't like to be alone. So we went from a
Mhm.
house where I was never alone and there was always somebody there to it being just us two. And most of the time, because Coda still worked a lot, so most of the time it was it wasn't really me and Coda together at the house. It was usually
Mhm.
me and one of my friends or me and our roommate or just not me and him. We didn't have a whole lot of alone time at all.
Mhm.
I would say we hardly ever had alone time, and we enjoyed it. Like we had a great time, but I think it's crucial for your marriage to be alone. And I had to learn that being the fact that it was so calm and so relaxed, just us, it
Mhm.
freaked me out. I felt like we were boring. Like there was no passion. We're boring. We're just getting settled, and it was
Yeah.
uncomfortable. It was the whole learning how to not live in a burning house thing. Then we got pregnant, and that was wonderful. It was a new experience. Everything was so joyful that I feel like really brought us together, and it definitely transitioned us into knowing how to live together, being just us, and that really built our marriage up those 9 months,
Mhm.
and we had a lot of growth during. I'd say within the first year of having Jensen, we had a lot of growth because we had to figure out parenting and being married.
Yeah.
During that time, he had every right to not enjoy me. I was just struggling, and I didn't communicate at all that I was struggling. I had never even had a meltdown. Like I didn't talk to him, didn't tell him what was going on until I
Mhm.
got pregnant with Jensen. I remember I was early on pregnant with Jensen, and I remember it was like the first time I had a minty bee on him. We had been together 7 years at that point. So when I was struggling the most, I would say I wasn't talking to anybody. I wasn't telling
Mhm.
anybody. I was just I would run away from it and numb it, and I wasn't doing hot. So he was very valid in not enjoying me, but then I didn't understand what the problem was. I didn't understand where the disconnect was because he wouldn't
Mhm.
communicate with me either. There was no communication going on. So we would have our little bicker spats,
Mhm.
and then we just would wake up the next morning and we'd be fine. It'd be like everything was
Mhm.
back to the way it was supposed to be. And we had a great time partying together, but you can only do that so much.
Yeah.
That's a damaging all on its own. We definitely had a lot more alone time before having kids, though. Even though there may have been other people around, I feel like the amount of conversations we could have without being interrupted,
Mhm.
because we are very much, our children don't let us talk very much. He took both of them squirrel hunting today, and I said, I hope y'all are kind of talking a little bit while y'all are out there, and because that's such a good time to teach them things and really
Mhm.
help them learn. And he said, well, it's kind of hard to talk when somebody doesn't ever be quiet. And I was like, oh,
Mhm.
yeah, she gets that from her mama. I felt like that was a big spill, and it kind of painted our marriage like it was bad. It wasn't bad. It just wasn't going in the right direction. I think it was good that we realized we needed to settle down and
Mhm.
really grow together versus what we were doing.
Do you think it was already going in the right direction when you moved into the house by yourselves and out of the rental house?
No, because there was a solid few months where I was being petty. I was probably, like I said, I was confused at why it was so calm, and
Mhm.
I was creating chaos for no reason. And he does not indulge in my chaos either. So then it would just make me
Yeah.
even madder. And I was like, "Ugh, you don't love me. You don't love
He
me
just
because you won't
avoids.
fight with me." I'm talking about a version of me that has been dead for so many years now, but this is the truth. I feel like when you're with somebody for 11 years, you've been with many different versions of the same
Correct.
person,
Yeah.
especially starting out as young as we are. I mean,
Mhm.
we're talking about 19-year-old me, and I'm now 25. But yeah, now I'm 80, and the worst thing he's got to worry about is me staying too late at Bible study.
Mhm. Yep.
My, how she has grown.
Yeah. Same with Joshua. All he has to worry about me staying too late at the schoolhouse and going antique shopping too much.
Tell us about y'all's relationship before you had kids. Go for it.
Number one, I want to say that as I'm sitting here trying to rack my brain and think about it, because you kind of forget.
It's
It's hard
very
to
hard.
recall some
Yes.
things after the kid comes. We had a lot of alone time, but because we started trying to have a baby in 2013 and didn't end up adopting until 2019, I feel like all that time was spent in my brain, like, I want to be a mom so bad. I want a baby. I want a baby. That I almost forgot to cherish that time with him. You just don't think about it in the everyday. You're with your best friend right now. You're hanging out with your best friend. And all you can think about is, I want a baby. I want a baby. I want a family. And that's it. Like, it almost consumes you, almost. Or it did. Of course, I enjoyed the time that we had, but it was in my head so much that, oh, I want a baby. I just didn't cherish the alone time that we did get together because now we get none. And I'm like, oh, I miss him.
Yes, yes. I would like to challenge all of our listeners or our wives out there to, the next time you get mad at your husband, about just ask yourself, am I really mad at him or do I just miss him?
Mhm.
Because the way that has changed my marriage is insane. I can't
Yeah.
tell you how many times I would just be mad, frustrated, and it was after I started all my self-reflection and work on myself.
Mhm.
But I'd be like, okay, what is the root cause of this, you know? And I actually think that tip may have come from the To Be Better podcast that I've mentioned. I highly recommend. That is one of the
Mhm.
best marriage self improvement podcasts that I've listened to. I would highly
Mhm.
recommend heading over there. But I think they brought that up, that a lot of times it's not that us as wives, it's not that we're frustrated or mad that he's working another late shift. We're not mad that he's not home from work
Mhm.
already. We just miss
Mhm.
him. We just miss him.
Yeah.
And the response you get from your husband saying, "Hey, I understand you got to work late, but God, I miss you. I miss you so
Mhm.
much."
Mhm.
And letting it come from a place of love, not hate, frustration. My gosh, that's a game changer, because then it opens the door in the conversations. And whenever he does get home, y'all are ready to see each other. You're not pissed off at each other because you started another argument to feel valid or get the attention that you need, when you could have just
Mhm.
said, "I miss you." It's done a lot for my marriage to just be like, "I miss you." I get it.
Mhm.
It's not that I'm mad at you. I'm just spread a little thin and I miss you, dadgummit. Just tell
Yeah.
him. Just tell him that. Don't forget that you like each other.
Yeah.
Just because you got a baby, don't forget that you like each other. Because you can love each other and not like each other. I talked about it already.
Mhm. Mhm.
1000%. You can love each
Mhm.
other and not like each other. I don't care what Coda does. I'll always love him. But we dang sure don't like each other some days. So
Well, we for sure have been through that
yeah.
in our marriage. That's when we were going through the infertility, going to the fertility clinics, and finding out that it's not possible for us to conceive naturally. Then at the same time, I was going through. Sorry, it's been too many years. I should not be crying about it.
It's okay. You
Um,
cry. You cry if you
I
need
was
to
just
cry.
going through something personal with my own family that was really hard to deal with. Um, and so I was not.
Just cry.
No, hell no.
I won't judge
I
you.
was not. I was not an easy person to live with. I developed anxiety for the first time. Well, not the first time ever. I grew up a little bit anxious for no reason, but I developed major anxiety, depression for the first time, just between.
I feel you. I mean, that's exactly it. I didn't like myself so much that it just radiated. I mean, that was it. Yeah, I didn't. 19-year-old me, she was about as low as it got,
Yeah.
at that time.
God, I wish that had been 19-year-old me.
Oh, oh,
This was 21, 22, 23 me.
yeah, I didn't know who I was. I didn't like myself. I thought everything was my fault. I thought every wrongdoing in the
Yes.
world was on me and that everything that had ever happened was on me. I'm carrying a lot. I was struggling and then we were surrounded. Oh my God, uh as much as I love the people we did surround ourselves with, there will always be a special place in my heart for our whole group that we had at that time.
Um,
But most of us were lost and most of us were going through it. We were not the best versions of ourselves. And I think that's why I have such a love for all of them, is because we were just this misfit family. And
yeah.
we all cared for each other so much at that time that I'll always appreciate them as people that loved us at our worst. A little foreshadowing into an episode coming up. You can't always keep those people around as you grow up, or you grow apart as you grow up. And I don't know, it was nobody else that we were around were doing any better, and that it's hard to get better or to heal yourself when you're surrounded by other people that are just as broken.
We got through it, and, I feel like I learned to communicate a little bit better. I went to therapy. We didn't really date, I don't think. I don't know, we just had so much alone time. I probably didn't need to date. I mean, we probably could have made it more romantic and romanticized our life a little bit more, but I don't think we ever thought about it. But we ate dinners together every night. Well, every night that he wasn't at work, we ate together, and on
So
our days off, I would make us breakfast and lunch and
you said breakfast, and it reminded me the absolute growth. Me and Coda, we're just besties now. I find it funny when I look back and think about this kind of stuff. But you said breakfast, and when we were living at our rental house, we shared a car for a little bit. So I would get up and take him to work, and then I would come back and I would get ready for work, and then I would go to work. But
mm,
we didn't eat breakfast, and we did not talk to each other. Like, did not. We would do a quick kiss goodbye whenever he would leave, but like we would not talk. We were so not morning people, and we would
mhm,
end up being pissed off at each other if we talked to each other. So we were getting up and probably leaving the house at 6:30 because he had to be at work at 7. So we're just half asleep, and I'm like this, driving the car. Yeah, no, we just didn't talk to each other. Now, I think it's so funny because he still has to get up really early, but children make you morning people, whether you want to be or not. I am still definitely a little more grumpy in the mornings, but he is such a morning person now. But
mhm.
I was like, we ain't been up 30 minutes. This man has turned on every light in the house and is singing.
Oh,
And
yeah.
this is not what we normally do. We usually have slow mornings, and I
Uh-huh.
open the curtains around 9. We just have soft, slow mornings, and this man is being loud. He's energetic and
Right.
ready to go, and I just need him to be quiet.
He's just jumping in, ready to go. Shut up.
But to see the difference, oh my goodness. I will
Yeah.
say something we did more of before we had kids was we traveled a lot more. We would go to
Mhm.
the beach in a heartbeat on the weekends, or we'd go up to my mom's. We had a lot of good memories, and we traveled a lot. We did a lot of, we would go
Is that
kayaking. We went and seen Bert Kreischer in
is that the guy that doesn't
Orlando.
wear
Yes, I love him.
okay,
Oh my
yeah, I know who
gosh,
you're talking
he's
about.
so funny. We had a whole lot of experiences together, and those were probably
Yes.
my favorite memories, and I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful that we had 7 years together. Even if there was hard times, and even if we were babies, and there were
Mhm.
all of that, I would not change a single thing. I wouldn't change a single
Yeah.
thing about our relationship.
That's what I say too because, if we had had a baby, around the time that we started trying or right after, like, we would have had a kid during that really hard time that we went through, um, when I personally was doing bad mentally, and I couldn't imagine having to navigate parenting on top of all of that. I say all the time, I can't imagine how for the life of me. Like, I'm gonna have to ask my mom. Sorry, mom, I'm calling you out. I can't imagine how teenage moms get through motherhood. This mess is hard. And I
Yeah.
know you just have no other choice and you just get through it, but I cannot imagine 17-year-old Chastity having a baby and trying to navigate all of these other things that you're having to navigate at that age and raise a good human being.
Oh yeah. I think that a lot of teen moms need awards because there's a lot of them out there that
Yeah.
absolutely kill it. There are a lot of teen moms out there that just take it as it is, and they do a
Yep.
fantastic job. But I mean, I got pregnant at 19 and
Mhm.
had her while I was 20. So I was still young, and
Mhm.
it was an adjustment. It was hard. Jensen was my hardest postpartum I have had, even as grief-stricken as this postpartum has been.
Mhm.
Still, Jensen's was the hardest because it was a year of very hard growth and realization within
Mhm.
myself. Because even though I've had outer struggles this time, I've not had the inner
Mhm.
struggle. It's a lot easier to deal with your outer conflicts when your insides aren't all messed up.
Right.
What about y'all? Did y'all travel or did y'all go anywhere cool?
Remember our last vacation before James came? We actually went on a cruise. Um,
Hang on,
and it's
excuse
funny
me.
because
I will be polite with this interruption. Was it a baby moon or did y'all just happen to
we
go?
didn't know.
Okay.
Yeah, we didn't know. That's what I was about to say. It's just so funny to think about it now. I want to say we went in August, um, on the cruise, and James was born that following May. So we had no idea that that was our last vacation. Yes, our last hurrah. It was either August or September that we went on a cruise, and then January we found out about James. That was just like a whirlwind of getting ready to be parents.
Y'all should go listen to
Yes. It didn't go as planned, but they are here.
Okay, y'all should go listen to it if you want to hear more about Chastity's preparations for baby James.
Yes.
We went on a baby moon before having Jensen. We went to Driftwood Beach. We had our
Yeah.
maternity pictures done. It was so much
Mhm.
fun. We
Yeah.
stayed at a little hotel, and I looked like a turkey at that point. I was big around. I think I was 32 weeks. I was ready to pop.
Mhm.
We ate some good food. Y'all know I like me some food.
That is so fun. Oh, back to we went on a cruise. We tried to vacation. In the beginning, obviously, we couldn't vacation a lot. Um, we went one time we won a vacation to
You won a vacation? How do
yes.
people win? That, I
I
didn't
guess
think
not
real
win.
people
I
do
guess
that.
we did one of those. Oh,
I'm gonna post that picture and be like, "This was
oh
19-year-old
gosh.
me." Taco Bell needs to sponsor us.
Yes,
My Taco Bell and
please.
3 packs of Mike's hard lemonades. So, tell me how you won this vacation.
Okay. So my sister-in-law, his sister, bought a rainbow vacuum, and she wanted to show us a demo, because it helped her out. And if we did it, I'm pretty sure this is how. If we did it, we got the vacation
Oh,
at a discounted price, or I can't
okay.
really fully remember. It was so long ago. But either way, we did the demo. We also ended up buying the vacuum as well. So
Is this the
we,
same rainbow vacuum that you have now that's lasted that long?
yeah,
That's amazing.
that's the catch.
I've heard they're really expensive.
They are very expensive. We had a good bit of buyer's remorse there for a while,
I have
but
buyer's
it really
remorse.
has paid for itself. I go to Taco Bell and have buyer's remorse, so
Yes, that's
you
that's what
know,
I was gonna say. I buy anything and I'm like, "Oh,
I shouldn't
did
have
I really
spent
do
that
that?"
money.
I'll be ready
Yeah.
to take it back, but I'm too socially awkward to have to do an exchange or be like, I don't want this."
What I did one time, and this is so off topic, but I bought a dress at Target one time, and I'm not joking you. I walked out to my car and said, "You know what? Nope, I didn't need to spend that money." Walked right back into the store and returned it that very minute. I didn't even leave the parking lot.
Oh my gosh.
And oh, Harley and Janelle were so mad at me that they bought the dress for me because they were
Oh,
like, "It's literally your birthday.
oh my gosh.
Here's the dress. Like, you're so ridiculous." But anyways, that's how we got that, and it was to Kissimmee,
Okay.
Florida.
Okay, yeah.
And
Yes. Yep. Yep. I think that's where we stayed when we went to the comedy show.
we went there. I wanna say the hotel was free for a week, and then,
Oh my
um
gosh.
I know,
Oh,
that okay,
oh,
see
oh,
right, that sounds too good to be true, so maybe
yeah.
it's not. Maybe it's not, but either way, it is what it is, that's what happened. Or
Well,
maybe did we do actually, I might be lying on the rainbow vacuum thing. I think I am. I think we actually did one of those. We were in Florida one time, taking his birth father back to his house, and ended up going to Panama City, and for whatever reason, we got timeshare. What's that word?
I don't know what a timeshare is.
Well, so it's like you know what? I don't know what a timeshare is either. I don't know how to explain it. You share time, you own a condo, but you share time with other people, something like that. I don't really
Um,
know.
I wish I had a
Um,
condo with somebody.
oh, same.
I think we all
But we
should buy.
did like a presentation type thing where you don't have to buy one, but you go to one, a preview, then they give you something. And I really want to say it was a week, but it might not have been a week. I don't know.
I want to go somewhere for a week.
My brain doesn't work anywhere anymore. But anyways, we ended up going to Universal Studios during that time and just enjoying the time. That was our first big vacation. We had been to the mountains a couple of times. We went to Savannah, I think Myrtle Beach, and then the mountains. So yeah, we traveled a good bit. Not anywhere extravagant, not anywhere super out of state. We went to Boston. Oh, that was such a fun little
Oh,
weekend. We went to 3 different states.
how
Um,
cool.
I know his old partner from work, me and her got close right before she moved. Um, and she was like, "Y'all should come up and visit." And I was like, "You know what? You're right. We don't have kids and we both got jobs. Why shouldn't we be traveling somewhere?" So we went to Boston, Massachusetts. That's where we flew into. But she lived in New Hampshire. And we also went to Maine that same weekend.
We want to go to
It was so
Maine.
fun.
Coda's always wanted to go to Maine, and then
I
uh,
would love to go back. It was beautiful.
one of our friends, they went earlier in the year. They posted pictures, and it looked really beautiful. We one time, this was before we got married. We were teenagers still. We did a day trip, but we went to
Hmm.
Destin and we drove home through Panama, and we got rear-ended going through Panama in his
Oh,
stepmom's car.
no.
I was asleep, and I was asleep. I thought he brake checked me, and I remember I like sat up like, what's wrong with you? Like,
Yeah.
what are you doing? And he was like, somebody just hit us. And I was like, oh,
Oh,
excuse me.
serious.
No.
Oopsie.
One of my favorite trips, though, I think was probably our last trip before we got pregnant with Jensen.
Mhm.
We went to Savannah with our whole group of friends, and
Mhm.
oh my gosh, it was so much fun. Went to this steakhouse that was way too expensive for us, and
Mhm.
we were not in dress code. We all walk in. We didn't look bad. We looked like we were ready for a night on the town, but we're a bunch of youngins. We were not high class. So we
Mhm.
walk in and we were like, well, you know, here we are. So we sat down and none of us were even old enough to drink anything yet. I think there was one or two of us that. So what we would do, we would always let them order first and see if they ID. And if not, we would all order drinks. He was so mad at his manager. He was like, y'all just show me anything. Y'all can show me your debit card, whatever. Show me something and I'll bring drinks. And we were like, bet.
Gosh.
Bet you done said it to the wrong. I mean, there's probably 10 of us. At one point, I had 2 drinks. This man was just bringing them out left and right, and I think he charged us for like a quarter of what we ordered, and fabulous. It was in South Carolina.
Mhm.
We stayed in a hotel in South Carolina, but we went to Savannah, and I want to say Sebastian's was actually in South Carolina.
Mhm.
It was really good. We would love to go back. We went to go do a ghost tour, and we had scheduled it online, waited in the town square for like an hour, and there was this incredibly angry woman just screaming, walking down the street. Freaked
Oh my
me out.
gosh.
She had to be, I don't know what she had going on, but
Savannah is nuts.
I have never seen somebody so angry. I've never heard such anger in somebody's voice. I was scared. We were just as a group waiting on our little ghost tour, and there was a couple walk by. They're like, "You might not want to go that way because there's a very angry woman." And they were like, "Oh yeah, she lives here. She does this every night." I was like, "What? Are you kidding me?"
Oh my
Could
gosh.
you imagine like living in one of those apartments and every night there's just this angry woman screaming?
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, like that's a no for me. But and
But
then
that's why I don't live in the city.
and it's so pretty.
It
But
is
the
gorgeous.
ghost tour got back, and that was her last one. She was like, I don't know. I didn't book any more for tonight. She just told us where to go. So we did. We went, and there was a lot of people sleeping in the park, and I just felt bad. I don't want to be walking in here. They're trying to sleep. So I was like, let's
Oh my
go.
god.
But we did take some videos and some pictures, and we got some orbs on a couple of them. It was spooky.
So we did a ghost tour when we went to Savannah.
Oh,
That was a fun trip. I
hang on
don't.
one second. I have to confess something. Um, I don't remember who, but somebody may or may not have ran over an alligator that night. RIP to
Oh,
the alligator. I
poor
just thought I should
alligator.
confess that after this many years.
Wow.
It wasn't me. I didn't run over him. Let
Wow.
me clear that up real quick. I did
Mm,
not run over the
mm,
alligator.
mm.
Like I said,
Okay.
at one point I was double drinks that night. I was not driving.
Oh,
So I don't know who ran it
right.
over, but it wasn't me.
Right.
But RIP to the
Gee,
alligator.
that poor alligator.
What did y'all do while you were in Savannah?
Oh, we had so much fun.
I want to go back.
We we took a there's this funny I want to see if I can find it. We took silly pictures. We ate at oh, there was this one restaurant and I can't remember the name of it, but they have the best crab dip. It is as an appetizer. It is so good. But we did a ghost tour where we met in the square and we like walked or whatever. And during there was like a little break in between and we went into this coffee shop. It was so cool. It was retro and I wish I could remember the name of it, but it was like retro. They had the only real thing I can remember is they had Scooby Doo pictures in there. Obviously, I love Scooby Doo.
Sorry.
I love Scooby Doo so much. So that was like, oh, I love Scooby Doo. That's why I loved that coffee shop so much because it was like retro vibes and Scooby Doo, and the coffee was pretty good that I can remember. And then as we were walking back, we definitely got caught in the rain. That was
Aww.
fun. We had to like, I know,
Oh,
I know.
doesn't it
We
just
had
make
to
you
find
giddy?
like a little awning. Yes, it does. We had to find like a little awning to get up under while it
Oh
slowed
my
down.
gosh.
Oh, it was the
Oh,
best.
oh,
I know.
that feeling.
Yes. We went one time when we went to Gatlinburg, we stayed in Sevierville.
I love
We
that
went
place.
yes, we went zip lining. That's like the most
Oh,
adventurous thing I've ever done.
I bet that was
Um,
fun.
well,
I've never
I've done
been big
whitewater
like
rafting
that.
as well. Yeah.
Oh, I'm scared of that.
Okay,
I
I
think
was
I would have
so
a panic
excited.
attack.
Ooh, ooh, I
What?
was so excited to do it.
Mm,
Um, like, so excited.
mm,
But then when we got there, on the drive up there, I was fine. Josh went, but we all went with our bosses took us.
or peer building. I don't know. What is
It had to been character
it?
building,
Yeah.
team building, exercise. Yes, that's probably what they used it for.
Oh my gosh.
Um, but
Let's all have a panic
once
attack together.
yes, once we got there down t even the bus ride made me nervous because I didn't know we would have to ride a bus, but you ride a bus
What?
up the
What do you
mountain.
have against the bus?
I It was on a mountain, and they were driving real fast to be driving a big old school bus, and I so that made me panic, and then we got down close to the water, and I said, "Oh, oh, wait a minute.
Is
Wait."
it like White Rapids from the get-go?
Yeah.
Oh
Well, I mean,
my.
it wasn't no, it wasn't, like, horrible, but, like, you get there and you're like, "Oh, I'm supposed to get in that little bitty like,
Inflatable
air
boat?
inflatable
Yeah.
boat? Um, I can't do this. I can't." And my coworker was like, You got no other choice now. You better get on in here." I was like, I can't do it." I started, like, hyperventilating, but we did it. That was the best time. It was so fun. Thankfully, nobody, like, fell off, like, we
I
had
would
no
probably
mishaps.
cry.
I would you know, given anyone, it probably would have been me to fall off, but I did not fall off, thankfully. That was so much fun.
We've been tubing in Helen, and that's not the same as, like, Itchnatochty
No, that's
at
just
all.
floating down the river.
Yeah, no, but
That's
I
a good
enjoyed it.
time right there. Yeah.
I did love tubing in Helen, but
Mhm.
it's definitely a little faster pace. Um,
I've never been in Helen, but we've been is it fast-paced in Helen, the tubing?
yeah,
It's not like a
if the
lazy?
water's high. No.
Oh, okay.
But then if the
We went
water's low, you get stuck on rocks, which is a
yeah,
pain. So
yeah.
I almost would rather it be a little fast paced, but it's not just like casual floating, I feel like.
Floating down the river is a good old time. We went floating down the river one time before James, and then for James's, I wanna say 3rd no, for his 4th birthday, we ended up going to up to North Georgia, and then the place that we floated down the river was, like, just over the Tennessee line. Um, and that was a good time. James actually, well, he didn't enjoy it the whole time. He was like, "I'm bored." I was like, "Tough. We're here now. Better start having a good time because I am having the best time of my life."
When you were talking about how y'all had to run under the little awning and wait for the rain to
Oh
pass,
yeah.
I was just picturing it, and I don't know, it gave me this energy as this picture of me and Coda. I think we were sitting in a parking garage or on the roof of a parking garage, but it
Mhm.
overlooked the aquarium, and that was a really good trip. That was while we were engaged. I think
Mhm.
it was probably the last trip before we got married.
Mhm.
And a group of our friends, we went and stayed at my mom's, and we went to the aquarium and Stone Mountain. Whenever we were done with the aquarium, we were looking for somewhere to get lunch. And at Taco Bell, you should sponsor us again because here I was. We were again at Taco Bell. This was before we went to the aquarium. We whipped it up into the Taco Bell to get us a little snack. And there's this car in front of us, but there's another person in front of them, and they're ordering, okay? To give you the
Mhm.
lineup. And the car in front of us honked their horn at the person ordering, and all
Mhm.
that driver did was put his gun out the window. And I ain't ever been so scared in my life.
Mm-mm.
I said, "Oh my Lord." So me and the girls, we were like, "Let's leave. I don't need Taco Bell that bad." And the boys were like, "No. We will be staying. We will be getting Taco Bell." So we did. We sat through the line the whole time, just knowing that this man is ready to shoot the person behind us because he got honked at.
Oh my
Talk
gosh.
about a panic attack. I said, "Oh,
I just know you were in
oh,
Atlanta. You could
we
have told
were."
me that story and not said that you were in Atlanta, and I would still know that you were in Atlanta.
Yeah,
The ghetto.
I have,
Oh my
I've,
gosh.
and we come from a little small town,
Mhm.
USA. I was shooketh. I could not believe
Yeah.
that's what we were
Yeah, girl,
witnessing.
it's nuts up there.
Okay, after Taco Bell and after the aquarium, we went to the completely opposite and we found this place to eat and it looked really good. We had to go up these stairs and we were once again not in our class. It was and they didn't even have prices on the menu. You know it's going to be
Oh,
expensive when there's no
yeah.
prices on the menu.
I still walk out of places like that. Mm-mm.
We're all too socially awkward and none of us had kids. We had really good jobs
Mhm.
but minimal bills. That was when we had
Mhm.
stupid money. So we stayed, and I don't remember how much it was. I think Coda said it was like $200 to $300. Yeah, and we didn't even drink. We weren't old enough to drink or nothing, but and I don't remember what I
Uh-uh.
got. It sure was good though. It was very delicious, very scrumdiddlyumptious.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
yeah, yep, that was fun. I said we would drop some money on some food. We would in a heartbeat. Still do it on the occasion. I think we're both foodies though. We
Yeah.
appreciate some good food. It was a different time. We were married, but we were still behaving as teenagers. And while it was a great time, I can definitely say that once we moved out and we were on our own and we had
Mhm.
kids, we've developed a whole different kind of mamaw and papaw relationship. And
Right.
I love it. I honestly, I love both versions. I don't regret a thing.
Yeah. We've always kind of been mamaw and papaw, like I guess you could say, which he is a papaw anyway, since he's 7 years older than me.
Uh,
His age gets brought up in every single episode. He is gonna be
we're just,
so sick of
we're
us.
just gonna have to make a thing. Has he listened?
It is gonna, you know, I don't know how far he's listened, but I do know
Okay.
he has listened. But we've always kind of been like we've been out twice together. I really want to say maybe 2 or 3 times we've been out to a bar together, and one of those was my 21st birthday. So that's just like rite of passage type thing, which
Yeah.
is funny. You're talking about not being in dress code. 21st birthday, I really, really wanted to go to this bar in Atlanta. I want to say it's more in the Buckhead area, like the nice ritzy area. But there's this bar, and I hope they're still open. I kind of low key want to go, but it's called, even though I don't drink, um,
Yeah, you.
I really don't like. Yeah, I probably drink maybe twice a year, and that would be saying that's a lot.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think I'd say I'm on the once a month or once every other month,
Okay.
but I think that's pretty safe.
I mean, yeah.
That's fine.
Um, but I wanted to go to this bar. It's called Prohibition, and so you have to go and you have to knock to get in, and
How cool.
it's like 20s themed. I think the servers and stuff are dressed in 20s attire, and I don't really know if they go all out for that still. Yeah,
Want to
girl.
go.
And I love me some
We didn't do
old
anything for
school
my
stuff.
birthday.
We should go. However,
I've
here's
been
the
wanting to go to
thing.
my
I'll have to look it up because when we went, that's what we were going to do for my 21st birthday. There's like this whole it's in this area of where like it's like this sh shopping center is the only thing I can think of, but it's multi-level and it's just like nothing but bars and clubs, I believe. And we went to first we went to this one club, but it was definitely too upbeat and modern for us.
not a
We did
dancer.
not like it. Well, I am. Yeah, it was too I don't know, it was too much for us. So then I was like, "Okay, well, let's go to this bar." The whole reason we came up here,
Yeah.
and I am a jeans and a t-shirt kind of girl. Always have been, always will be. I wear more dresses now, but I
But
knew I was going out. I knew I was going to be drinking. I'm not the kind of person that's going to put stiletto
mm-mm,
pumps in
mm-mm.
the club. No, like,
I
no,
don't
I'm
think I
not.
would have
No,
bar attire.
mm-mm. I had jeans and a zombie t-shirt, and I probably had either tennis shoes or flip-flops on. None of us were, we all had jeans and a t-shirt on. We went up to the bar and they were like, yeah, you can't come in. And
Oh,
we're like, excuse me?
oh,
They're like, yeah, you have to be dressed.
you have to be like in
Nice.
costume or
I don't think in costume, but you definitely have to be dressed, not in jeans and a
okay.
t-shirt. Like
I want to
probably a
go.
dress,
I
a
want to
little
dress up
cocktail
so bad.
dress. Okay,
I do. I want to dress
let's
up
do
so
it.
bad. I want to get fancy to the nines. 'Cause I'm pretty sure you don't go to the bars early in the daytime.
Are you sure?
I don't think so.
I can't make it.
From what I've been told,
I will not be able to
it's like
make
10
it.
or after. No, you can do it.
Ew, 10 or
That's why we
after?
need to go soon.
I was thinking 7 or 7:30.
Oh my lord. What to Denny's? You want to go to Denny's? Or we can go to the Cracker Barrel. They serve beer now.
Get the AARP special.
The senior citizen. The what is it called? Is it at IHOP? They call it the early riser or something?
Yes.
No. No, thank you. I want to
Oh,
get
no.
done up.
Uh,
I want to
well,
order me a little
you won't
Sheen
see him.
outfit.
Oh my gosh. Y'all y'all are killing me with the Shane outfit. Killing me.
Oh, well, I like that. I like that we went down this little reminiscent route. It was fun.
I
And
know, because it made it seem like it was definitely. Because 'cause I'm like, "I don't know, our marriage was fine, like, it was
yeah.
whatever."
Well,
And then
even
you start thinking about memories, and you're like, "Oh my god, we had so much
I
fun."
know.
We still have fun, but
It's just different. I guess we can wrap it up with, is there anything from your marriage before kids that you would like to bring back now that could better your relationship?
I think prioritizing each other a little bit more. I feel like we both have gotten, especially lately, with as busy as we both are, we both have gotten into the more roommate feel. Not in a bad, we're
Like
not arguing, we don't hate each other, just in a we're passing by.
in a comfortable way. And
Right. He's so busy at work and school, and I'm busy at work and school. And we have James, and James has a couple of extracurricular activities that he does. I feel like we should prioritize each other and just sitting, having actual conversations without our phone in our hands, because we're
mm,
kind of bad about that. When James goes to bed and he's actually off, I'm either sitting here doing schoolwork or we're both on our phones. We did watch Wednesday together the other night,
ooh, I love
but I was actually also doing schoolwork simultaneously, so we didn't even cuddle.
yeah. Um, we are definitely guilty of that as well, especially with us doing the podcast and just trying to put
Mhm,
content out or get everybody's schedules together or get out what needs to
mhm.
be put out and all that. It's just so much on your phone that a lot of times I'm
Yeah,
either doing that or he's on his phone scrolling TikTok or looking
right.
at Facebook Marketplace. And I think a lot of times whenever you both are just kind of busy, in a sense, you're busy but there's no anger. Nobody's mad about it. It's
Yeah.
just almost a comfortable, I don't even want to say
Well,
roommate phase, but it's
I did
just,
tell you the other day I was a little lonely.
yes,
I was
that's
starting
true.
to feel a little lonely. Yeah.
And I think that's kind of the difference between, I will say, between mine and yours right now. And I have two suggestions I would like for y'all to really try because we've been implementing it lately and I think it helps a lot. And they're small things that you can do to, I don't know, bring back some of your
Mm.
connection. Because like we were just saying, like sometimes you do just get so in routine and busy with your
Mhm.
own stuff and it doesn't cause a conflict, so you just kind of sit there and you're not really pushed. If there was conflict, if somebody was like, you're not looking at me or you're not talking to me or blah, if
Mhm.
there was a conflict, you would be forced to change. You would be forced to make a change. But if you're both just doing what you have to do and nobody's
Mhm.
mad, there's not that animosity with it, then you're kind of sitting there not changing it. But I think, like you were saying, eventually you get lonely. So something we've been trying to do lately is either on Saturday night or Friday night, we will watch one movie together and we put the phones away. We watch one movie together and we sit on the couch, we'll cuddle, we'll maybe get snacks or I know in our self care episode we talked about how you can elevate your shower to be self care. So same way with our date nights at home. It's stuff we do together all the time. It's nothing super crazy. Most of the time
Mhm.
we're just watching a movie, but we do something to elevate it to where maybe there's a candle lit or we'll have a special snack or a special drink. It just depends on what we're feeling that day. And I think that's changed a lot. And what's maybe 2 hours? You can spend 2 hours together completely.
Mhm.
You can 100% fit that in your schedule, and both of you can sit down together
For
and
sure. Yeah.
sit close. Like you've got a big couch, and that is fantastic. It's comfortable, but like find y'all need to be touching in some sort of way. You don't have to be
Mhm.
like elbow to elbow or all spooned up, but like even if just your feet are touching, just be physically touching in some way. It just draws you near and keeps you present in that moment.
Yeah.
And the other thing that I will do if I notice I'm feeling lonely or we haven't been super connected is every time we pass each other, just touch each other in some sort of way.
Mhm.
Or anytime we're driving in the car, I'll make sure you're either holding a hand or putting your hand on their knee. Just trying to bring in some physical connection, not in a sexual way. Just
That's
that,
the important part.
and it's so simple. Like, how many times do you pass each other to go get a drink or something? Just touching each other's waist instead of just walking right
Mhm.
by each other. It's nothing hard. It's not like I'm not going to tell you to make out for 10 minutes every time you pass each other, but I'm telling you
Right.
those little things, just those little touches throughout the day and let him know. It could be an open conversation. On Saturdays, after James goes to bed, we're watching a movie. And so what if you fall asleep during it? So what? It's not a big deal,
Mhm.
okay? But after James goes to bed,
'Cause I
you're going
will.
to sit down and you're going to actively watch a movie together with no phones. But you know that Saturday morning, like little touches. Ideally, you want to do this 7 days a week, but make sure
Well, if
that
I
on
could
the
show you my
nights,
schedule right now, I haven't even seen my husband. I think I saw my husband this evening for the first time
and I cannot imagine that.
in forever.
Yeah, I cannot imagine that.
Since
I'm
last week.
sure I'm sure that is
Mhm.
lonely.
Yeah.
Because we do sleep in the same bed every night and we do see each other every day, but we don't have a whole lot of alone
Right.
time. We both have stuff going on, so carving out even just little window of time together, your one day a week that you both are home, I
Mhm.
think I think it would do wonders for you guys. And
For
even
sure.
if you don't want to watch a movie, y'all can play a game. We pulled up journal prompts like those on Pinterest
Oh, yeah.
and just to get the conversation going. Because sometimes
Yeah.
this could be a
After being
whole.
together this long,
Mhm,
conversation is so hard. Like, I don't know.
it
Just
is.
thinking of new things to talk about.
Yeah, because I mean, besides talking about what you have going on in your day-to-day life,
Mhm.
you're not really talking about much else. I'm
No.
like, ask me what I think about the stars. I don't know. Ask me something deep. I don't want to talk about the weather no more. You know how I feel about small talk, and
Yeah.
that typically ends up being what you and your husband have is small talk.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
yeah, the journal prompts are a fun one. We may have to do that again. I don't know. Yeah, we can have a whole episode on date night. We'll try to schedule that for maybe in the next couple. Do a mini episode or
Yeah.
something on just date nights with your husband. I would love
Mhm.
that would be something that our listeners, hello, okay,
Yeah.
hi, I'm talking to you again.
Anybody out
In
there?
case you have spaced out, I'm talking to you. Please email us at bringittoyoursisters25 at gmail.com. what are your favorite at-home date nights and what are your favorite going out date nights? How do you go out as a parent and be able to, one, financially afford it because it's expensive to eat out nowadays.
Yeah, Josh and I did go out on a date not too long ago, actually. Um, Gabby offered to watch James for us, so that we could go out on a date. And yeah, I think just for the two, I honestly think we spent over $100 on that date because we went to a nice restaurant that me and him have never been there by myself. I've only been there with my mom. Um, but yeah, we spent a good bit of money, and I'm like, ooh,
hmm We went out. It was the whole family, so the kids got like their little kids meals, but we spent $200 on dinner.
yo, golly,
Yeah, like you.
where did y'all go?
We went to the steakhouse, and then I
Oh, okay,
I
that's fair.
I think I did have a margarita,
Mhm.
but
Oh, okay.
still, one margarita and
Mhm.
two grilled cheese meals, and then we both got steak. So that was,
Yeah.
and I think he got an appetizer too. So it was a
Nice.
lot. It was a lot.
Mhm.
And like that's fine because we don't do it very often, but still you should be able to go out and not spend $200 is the thing. But back what was I saying? Oh, email us your favorite at-home date nights and your favorite going out date nights that
You don't have to go out at 10 o'clock at night.
yeah, that like
You can be home by 8.
yeah, yeah. I want to do something fun though. I don't necessarily want to just spend money on food. We can cook and eat a meal together at
Bowling.
home.
Yeah.
What are we doing that actively is making memories?
Yeah.
So do you think do you will you actually try what I'm telling you or do you think that could help y'all?
As far as the movie part goes, it's not gonna work for Josh. We watch movies together, already, but he doesn't really like movies, so that's why I think that he gets kinda caught up on his phone because he gets bored of movies quite
Okay.
often, and he's just not that into TV. So we would have to figure out that do we do a puzzle together or board
Oh,
game or something like that, but we just don't ever do it.
you can play Naked Twister.
Mm-mm, that's a no.
No, that a puzzle that would be a good idea. And honestly,
Yeah.
like we should be doing more stuff like that. The movies are just easy.
I
But
like your journal prompt idea, though. I'm gonna keep that one in my
yeah,
back pocket. Just getting us both home at the same time when he doesn't have to work the next day. And because when he has to work the next day, he goes to bed pretty early, and I usually stay up till about this time. And so it's just like this season, the last month or so, it's been hard to even just get us at home at the same time.
well, you are home
And
together.
that just is what it is
Yeah,
until
it is.
December.
That's
But
true.
I think he is off for the next 2 days.
A little bit.
So,
Well, even if y'all do not spend 2 hours together, even just shoot for an hour. Take 1 hour where y'all maybe just take a couple journal prompts, and you could even
mhm,
send them to him through a text. Say, I just want us to try something different, and here's some fun journal prompts or whatever.
mhm.
And you could probably find some that are on connecting and just tell him, I want to take an hour and let's conversate and come back to it. Or would he be interested in like a couple's Bible study? Y'all take a verse or a book of the Bible and read it and then y'all can come and discuss it. I think one of the girls in my Bible study does that with her husband and I think that's super cool, but I don't know. I don't know.
That'd be a good
I
question for him. Definitely one
the
that's needed for sure.
yeah, the Bible's a lot more interesting than it's painted to be. It's good to read anyways, but it is very much painted as like boring and
Mm,
ooh, it is about anything but. I think that would be a fun one, or y'all cook something together if y'all like doing that. Me and Coda just argue if we cook together, so we don't do
yeah,
that.
get out of my way and let me
No.
cook. Put more seasoning on that food before I knock you out.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
I don't know. Y'all spitball some ideas together, and maybe you bring some back to us and let us know what y'all figured out. Y'all gotta do a communication homework assignment. You
Yeah.
communicate.
Did
Y'all
you
communicate.
say something that you would want to bring back?
I have not. I would really like to bring back us traveling together again and experiencing
Yeah.
more stuff together,
Hmm.
but I just don't know that's just we have three
That's
kids.
hard with 3 kids. Yeah.
But
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 it's not unattainable.
it's not unattainable and to be honest, I mean I'm fine with just taking the kids with us. I would like to
Hmm.
just prioritize maybe one vacation a year where it's just us.
Yeah.
I would
Oh,
like
yeah.
for Annie to be a little bit older before we did
I
that,
would like a just us vacation too.
I mean, it's been
But then I
years.
feel guilty.
I don't. It's been years.
Yeah.
You don't.
It's been years for us
Do
too.
not. Do not
I
feel
feel
good.
so guilty.
You know how you
Why
fuss
would
at
I
y-
why would I rob my
wh-
child of that experience
girl,
too?
girl. Do
I
you
feel so guilty.
one of my favorite trips since we have been married? I think we've only went on 2 trips since we've been married, and that was to Helen for Oktoberfest, and that was super fun.
Mhm.
And then we also went to Cumberland Island and we camped for the weekend.
Oh.
Oh my goodness, like that was so much fun. Take
Mhm.
take me back. But it was so much
No.
fun. It was beautiful. I would love to go back there. That's the island where they have all the wild horses. Like it is just
Yes.
oh my goodness, it was
I've always
so
wanted to
much
go there.
fun. We had
Mhm.
raccoons and armadillos um
Oh,
come right up and steal hot dogs and I touched one. I know you're not supposed to feed them, but I
I don't care.
actually
If I see a
I
raccoon, Imma
didn't.
touch
I
it.
didn't feed it. I didn't feed it. I take that back. I did not feed any animals at that beach.
Government is coming to you,
But
boo.
my goodness, I love them raccoons and them armadillos. I would have liked to just
They're so cute.
armadillos keep digging little holes in my heart.
Mm,
I love an armadillo.
yeah.
My
They
goodness.
keep digging them in my yard, and it's pissing me off.
I do not. Okay, that's exactly how I'm gonna get on to you about feeling guilty for taking a couple's trip. You deserve one a year. You deserve to go be with your husband for a couple
Ugh,
days alone a year.
right?
You do.
Like, you're not wrong.
No, I'm not.
I don't know if I would wanna go anywhere super extravagant
Okay, you don't have to go
without
somewhere
him.
super extravagant.
Okay.
Just go be alone. We went
Go
to
to a little cabin together.
not
I
this.
would just feel so guilty.
I would not. I
Poor little
would
James would
not.
be left out.
Dang, darn, he'll survive. I say that about mine too. I love you. Bye. I see you. I see you on Sunday. We.
Oh, and I just get so nervous about something happening.
Oh yeah, for sure. But you don't
Yeah.
have to go far. I mean, you could find a little bed and breakfast, or just even an Airbnb that's 30 minutes from your house. Just
Yeah, true.
there's probably one that's nice and it would feel like you're
Mhm.
farther away than what you are. Not this anniversary, but the last anniversary, we rented a hotel for the night. It was in our town, but we just stayed alone without the
Now
kids. That's the last time we've stayed out all night long though, and been
mhm,
away from the kids, and that was last August. So yeah, I think we're about due for a trip once Annie's a little bit older. But I would like to bring that
yeah,
back. I would like to travel more, and like I said, even if that means with the kids, I would just like for us to start living a little bit more.
I agree.
Well, I don't know how to end it per usual.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of Bring It to Your Sister. We really enjoyed telling y'all about our marriage before kids and even some adventures.
We really
Yeah,
enjoyed getting to reminisce with everybody on
for sure.
some of our favorite memories and our travel experiences.
Yes.
We want to hear yours. Tell us where your favorite trip was that you and your lover went on before having babies. What was your favorite place? We need ideas. I kind of really want to go back to Savannah.
Obviously. I do too. But I want to go in the fall this time.
Well, we'll love you. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and follow on every platform on our Instagram if you want to see pictures from this episode. And I am behind. I apologize to the people that are listening. I'm behind on that. I need Chastity to send me them pictures.
Oh, oops. So why is she apologizing? It's me.
My bad.
See?
I gotta call her out real quick.
Yeah.
Send me those pictures, and then I'll catch up. I'll probably just start doing part ones and part twos. Here's part one. Here's my side from this
Yeah.
this one, and I'll
And
just
I'm so
get to
sorry,
Chastity's.
you're never gonna get mine. You're never gonna get it. It's September.
Um,
We're in the full swing of I've already told you on here, I
yes,
can't get my bearings. So you're never gonna get it. No, I'll
it's
do
fine.
better. Send me the episodes that I need to send you, and I'll do my best.
Okay, okay. So I'll catch up on those. We want to hear from you guys. We still haven't had any emails, and
Crickets in that inbox,
um,
and
um,
it
it
hurts.
does. It
It
pains
cuts
me.
real deep.
If you don't want to email, because I have never emailed.
Yeah.
uh,
Comment on our Facebook or
Yes,
our
just
Instagram.
comment. You can comment or you can DM us. Just
Send us a
message us.
messenger. Yeah.
Yes, that's so much easier if y'all want to do that. Just message us. But for those of you that would prefer an email, it's there. Bring it to your sisters25@gmail.com. And we cannot wait to talk to you guys next time. We love you.
Toodaloo.
Stay well.
Sisters, one more thing. Don't forget, you're not alone, you're not too much, and you can always bring it to your sister.